Testing audio 1 2 3. Testing audio 1 2 3.
You're watching the Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship, brought to you by our 2023 partners.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ACA Park on a picturesque day today. Justin Dill running into ball. Nice bounce. You're watching the 2023 version of the MILC presented to you by Sunoco. St. Louis Americans taking on the Chicago Tigers in the last league game of this year. Today, Chicago Tigers won the toss and elected to bat first. Beautiful shot. There's an opportunity there. Dropped it. That was an easy catch there. Should have taken Zakil at point. That was not short enough and wide enough, but he went for the cut. Uppish. And a big missed opportunity in the first over of the innings. These chances need to be taken. As you see, Justin Dill running into ball. Bounces it a little shorter this time. Clear skies, bright sunny day here in St. Louis. It was an excellent game for St. Louis Americans yesterday. They really brought on their A game. Flicks it on the leg side, looks for two. Good return there. At the end of the first over, it's 2 without loss.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Chicago Tigers winning the toss today and batting first. It'll be very interesting to see how they approach setting a target today. Their batting has not really clicked this year. It's been a big reason for their downfall. Second over being about to start. Angad Bhatia, the star man from yesterday. Angad was brilliant, stroked himself to 41 runs of just 17 deliveries and got 4 wickets. Here he comes in to bowl. They look for a single, it's not there. Very sharp fielding off his own bowling. Two people out are deep extra cover and mid wicket. Flights it in a little bit, tosses it up. Batsman goes for a big booming off drive, misses it. Taken and collected well by Nikhil Kanchan. Oh, a good ball again. Mohit Patel opening the batting with Matange. Like we kept saying yesterday, there's a little bit of turn in this pitch for the spinners. Chicago Tigers need a good, steady, stable start. Angad Singh was brilliant yesterday. Was the man of the match. Again tosses it up a little bit, inviting the drive. Goes into the pitch of the ball. Matange. End of the second over, 4 without loss.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Justin Dill will run into bowl his second over. Tall, lanky, fast bowler from South Africa. It's in the gap there, well fielded. Young Bhavya Mehta, fresh from his stint with the under-19 team, where they qualified for the under-19 Cricket World Cup to be held in Sri Lanka next year. Matange moves on to 3. Mohit on strike. But struggling a little bit here. This pitch has a little in it for everybody. It drives it, well fielded on his way back. I see that there's 2 changes made to St. Louis Americans today. Tarun Nadada and Parth Patel make way for Arnab Jamb and Ahmed Ali. Ahmed comes in with big billing, scoring huge in the local cricket here, as we see good pace and carry to the wicket keeper. Ahmed Ali was a part of the St. Louis American setup last year, gets his opportunity finally. He really needs to make it count. Plays for Dolphins Cricket Club. I have a few friends at the Dolphin Cricket Club. They're a good team. Arnab Jamb gets another opportunity to shine here. He's been scoring very heavily in local cricket. He's developed himself really well. As you see, Justin runs into ball. Oh, it should not be a run there. They scamper through quickly. The score moves on to 6 in 2.5 overs. Justin Dill has had an excellent start here. 1.4 overs. Run for 4, a very tidy start. Matange on strike. Some good starts here, Matange. And this year comes down the track, tries to play it away. Misses it completely. The end of the third over, 6 without loss.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
Welcome back, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful day here in St. Louis. The Midwest Derby. Tigers taking on St. Louis Americans. That's stroked away on the offside. Fielded really well by Young Shitsha, an ACA product. Tigers need to get their strike rate going. They've had a look in. Mohit Patel especially has been around for 10 balls and looks a good player. Starting to show some intent here. The idea would be to get a good steady start, lay the platform for Calvin Savage and friends to come and have a big flourish in the end. Excellent bowling there. After a long thought, the umpire decides to signal a wide. Beautiful delivery again. This one moved away a little bit. Angad Bhatia really in his rhythm right now. Oh, that's up in the air. Should be taken. Falls right in between. There was no communication at all between the two fielders. Really was mid-wicket's catch. With square leg trying to run back. A missed opportunity. These are the half chances that really need to be taken. Mohit Patel not looking comfortable at all. Again misses the ball. He's just not getting to the line of the ball. Angad needs a tidy finish to this over. It's been excellent so far. Tosses it up, inviting. This should be taken. It's up in the air. Sam Das running towards it. And beautifully taken there. This is what it was needed of the previous delivery as well. Sam Das, another U19 player, judges it beautifully. It was up in the air, right in the sun, but ran towards it, judges it really well, and takes a diving catch in front of him. The misery ends for Molit. Was not a happy stay at the crease. This is a good start here for St. Louis Americans. As we see the next batsman stroll up. St. Louis Americans with their tails up. Moy Patel dismissed for 7 of 16 deliveries. Matange Nityanandam is batting on 3 of 8 deliveries. That was also the end of the 4th over. The score is 11 for the loss of Mohit Patel. Sam Das has been rewarded with the ball in his hand for that excellent catch by his captain. Lots going on here in St. Louis this week. There's the Dhwani Cricket League local charity tournament. We had up to 1,000 players there. Come support us at the Bridgeton Academy. Drifting down the leg side. Wide called. Excellent support staff here at the ACA Park to set up the game. There's a little bit of dew in the morning. Got that mopped up. Sam Das bowled really well yesterday. High arm, left arm action. This one's played on the leg side. They scamper across for a single. Under 19 player. One for the future to watch out for. Sam Das, very tall. He can get a lot of pitches out of this wicket if he bends his back. Been getting a lot of messages this morning asking for one Mr. Peter Dry, my co-commentator who's missing. So I actually don't know where he is today. So if you find or hear about him, please send me a message. We might have to look up a missing persons report. Oh, that's dropped! Looks like it was an inside edge. Pretty conventional for Nikhil Kanchan. Was there an edge? Lot of excitement on the field. Hint of in swing for the right hander. Classic left armer's delivery there. Tries to heave it away on the leg side. Gets a thick inside edge. Sid Shah fires it back in, but they run across for 2. Yeah, they need a big total here in excess of 160. If they want to stretch the St. Louis Americans' strong batting lineup, they bat very deep. Pushed away on the offside. No boundaries hit yet in this innings, and we're in the 5th over. That's a rarity in T20 cricket. This coverage presented to you by Studio 7. Hassan Bhai, our dearest, is telling me that he took our recommendation, went to Anis Hyderabad house here in St. Louis, and he was not disappointed. We led him down the wrong path and sent him to a restaurant that he didn't enjoy the last time he was here, but he's happy. We need to keep him happy. His crew is happy. They're doing a fantastic job here. As we see, Sam Das running in. To scamper through for another quick single. A big shout out to Jessica Dill, who's been presenting all of the great media coverage for St. Louis Americans this season. Season over season. Makes a big deal out of all of the good things that's been presented to her. Packages it really well. If you're not following us, please do so. St. Louis Americans on Instagram and Facebook. Oh, that's a short ball. Pulls it away. Running away towards the square leg boundary. Picked up by Sid Shah and fired back. They run across for 2. Good intent being shown here. Venkatesh Naidu, who had a steady start yesterday. We'll come back to that. 19 for 1 after 5.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट में क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
The ball is turned over to young Sid Shah, an ACA product here. Pulls left arm around, loops it up very nicely. It's a misfield there, is it? Or, oh, he's hit the fielder. It looks like it was a bad bounce. Hit him in the knee. Must be very painful there. Hope everything is okay. Those knocks right on the bone are very painful. Zayed Zakil. Oh, looks like he's stepping out. Doesn't look good here for Zayed Zakil. A little bit of break and play while the player gets substituted here. Besides Akil getting a knock. Hope he can come back to play a part in this game. It's going to be very disappointing if he cannot participate in the game anymore. Zayed Zakil looked really good with the bat yesterday. dotted in a couple of overs as well with his left arm spin. Sitcha bowled economically in the last two games. It was that one over in both the innings, both the games, that went for big runs. But apart from that, he's kept it super quiet. Very promising youngster. As we see him running into bowl. Good line, good length. He needs to stick to his strengths. Flighting the ball, giving it air, enticing the batsman, asking questions from the pitch and the batsman. As we see, got a very tidy action there. Should be fielded. Young Parth Patel, the substitute, who also was a part of the under-19 squad that beat Canada to qualify for the World Cup in Sri Lanka. Oh, that didn't bounce as much. This is the up and down nature of this particular pitch. You never feel like you're set and comfortable. Again, beautifully bowled. Looks like the pitch has dried up a little bit here, so there's a little purchase for the spinners. On the other end, you'll see fast bowlers get a lot of bounce and carry, and this one's really gripping here. Excellent bowling there again. End of the 6th over, it's 22 for 1.
What's up, Doug?
What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Welcome everybody. You're watching St. Louis Americans take on Chicago Tigers. There are two teams from Chicago Tigers and the Kingsmen. Both have very contrasting fortunes. Play a role in their season this year. Kingsmen have lost only one game, while the Tigers have only won one game. Interestingly, beating the Kingsmen tells you the topsy-turvy way on which you can't predict anything in the game of sport. Yeah, Matange facing up to Sam Das. Parth Patel is very sharp there. Excellent arm. One thing to notice is that Justin Dill's constantly talking to Sam Das here. Very important here to understand what the bowler wants. Make sure you communicate to him what your expectations are, what lines, what lengths, where the field position needs to be, preempting what the batsman might play. Such a thankless and difficult job is captaincy in cricket. As we see, it's up in the air, it clears the covers fielder, runs away to the boundary. Excellent shot. That's the first boundary of the innings. Comes in the 7th over. Sam Das should not feel too hard done by, as this was a very unconventional shot. Moved away, made room for himself. Wasn't a bad delivery. Lofted it over covers for the first boundary. Venkatesh Naidu looks a very compact player. It's good to see Sam Das coming round the wicket. He again goes over the top. Beautiful shot there. Result the same. The second boundary of the over. Sam Das needs to mix it up a little bit here. Becoming a little predictable, especially going around the wicket. There are not many options there for him with the angle. We see Sam Das needs a good finish here. Tucks him up. That's an excellent delivery. Good comeback there. Change it up a little bit here. Wasn't as foolish. Venkatesh Naidu moves on to 15 of 10 deliveries. Sam Das been a tad expensive, but remember, he's a wicket-taking bowler. He's got wickets throughout the tournament. Oh, let's go on the offside now, all the way to the fence. Third boundary. A little short here. And Matange getting into the act right now. Short wide. Almost a free hit to the batsman. This is where the momentum can sway towards the Chicago Tigers with a good couple of overs. Again goes for a booming off drive, misses it. Matange. End of the 7th over, 36 for the loss of 1 wicket. Sid Shah starting his second over. Was pretty tidy in his first. Went for 3 runs. The last over was very expensive. Look for 2. Not there. Mutesh needs to get going here. Spent a little bit of time to gauge the nature of the pitch. Will be interesting to see if he's going to play a sheet anchor role here, or if he's going to look to accelerate and build on top of the start that he's got. Sisha is excellent off his own bowling. Every bowler is. Excellent line, excellent length here. Look for 2 here, definitely It's a big outfield here. A lot of open spaces. Matange moves to 14 of 18 deliveries. That's up in the air, just evades Justin Dill. There is Scamper across for another 2 here. Excellent running. Might look for a third because of an overthrow. Good backing up by Arnab Jam. So a little bit of change in how it is being presented today. We don't have the nasty music today from Bhaskar. Just joking, it was excellent. We are missing it. I actually miss it, Bhaskar bhai. Complained yesterday a little bit because of there were traces of copyright infringement with us playing it in the background, but today I truly miss it. Maybe we can bring it on for the St. Louis Americans batting. Make sure to play some Telugu music, Bhaskar bhai. Oh, tosses it up. A little bit of a misfield. They run across for a single. Still excellent bowling. He's a little frustrated that he didn't get that. End of the 8th over. 73 for the loss of 1 wicket. Change in bowling here. Ujjwal Winakota looks like is coming on to bowl. Ujjwal has really been the find of the tournament here for St. Louis Americans. Consistently performed well with the bat and the ball. Has got good pace, good carry. It's a good fielder and an excellent lower order batsman. He was instrumental in the win against Michigan Stars here a couple of weeks ago. Justin Dill really is a captain that backs his players, builds confidence with them. Short ball, pulls it away. Sechai again covers down there. Beautiful fielding there. Nice pickup, nice throw. Keeps it just for a single. Excellent cricket. So, 44 after 8.1. Not exactly a blazing start. They really need to get the flow going. Again, this is played on the offside. Looks like it's going to run away towards the third man boundary. Is it going to be pulled back? Oh, excellent sliding dive there by Angad. Stopped up near the boundary, but Angad scooped it with a sliding pick up and throw. Excellent fielding. Tigers need to show intent here. There are runs in this pitch if you apply yourself. Matange again plays it away on the offside. This might be just a single. Nice pickup, nice throw. Excellent fielding by Arnab Jam. Plan seems to be pretty clear here. Keep it outside off stump. Let them play on the offside. As we see another booming drive on the offside. Sam Das picks it up, returns it. Just a single. Starting to see intent here from Chicago Tigers is looking good. They still have big hitters in the hut. Matange standing well outside leg stump. Interesting open stance. Captain Dill sending some instructions over to Arnab. Looks like he might bring him on in the next over. Chul Banakota. At the end of the 9th over, it's 49 for 1.
आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Arnab Jam has the ball in his hand. Off spinner. He's a utility cricketer. He's replacing Shit Shah, who had an excellent spell. Arnab Jam needs to slow it down a little bit here, get over his nerves. Going around the wicket here to Matange. Oh. Tries to make room and go over the top on the offside, misses it. I played a lot of cricket with Arnab Jam, developed into a good young cricketer with a good head on his shoulders. Excellent bowling there. Matange not getting to the line of the ball. He's doing really well here, Arnab Jam, tossing it up. This one moved away a little bit. Matange needs to regroup here. On the wicket, Arnab Jam and tries to go over the top here, takes a thick outside edge, runs away to the why is that a dead ball? It looks like the keeper's cap fell on the floor before the delivery got to the batsman, so signaled a dead ball. Very interesting. Not seen that before. Srini Chera and Nikant Upadhyaya are the umpires for today. Srini are very, very, very experienced and very well respected around here. As you see, Arnav Jha runs into ball, his fourth delivery of this over. And hit flat. Oh, misfield there by Sam Das. Looks like it was a bad bounce. Again, we talked about fielding, such an important facet to the game. Arnav Jha was looking to build pressure. And a misfield there. What should have been really a single ends up being a boundary. A welcome boundary for Matange. Moves on to 25, 26 deliveries. He's looking to play shots here. Looking for two, but it's going to be only one. Still an excellent over so far. Only 5 runs of it, even though he got hit for a boundary of a misfield there. Pardon me, 6 of 5 deliveries. Excellent fielding of his own bowling there. Just 6 runs of the over is 56 for the loss of 1 wicket after 10.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
Sid Shah is getting a change of ends here. I actually prefer this particular end. It's got bigger boundaries. It's against the wind. It's going to be much harder to hit against the spin from the Forest Creek end. Matange and Venkatesh had a steady partnership here. He's struck away on the offside. That's going to run away to the boundary. No stopping that. Beautiful shot. Waited a tad bit here and cut away very ominously by Matange. Made himself a little bit of room and went like a tracer bullet to the fence. Matange really needs to kick on. He spent a lot of time at the crease getting to gauge the pitch. As we see, Sid runs into ball. Looks for a single, not there. Sent back. Good comeback by Sid Shah. Really good comeback here. Could have gotten carried away and fired it in, but slows it down. Changes his line slightly. He sees Matange is primarily an offside player looking to go inside out. Even this delivery, trying to make room for himself. Matange needs to reset. Straps off his gloves, straps it back on again, takes a deep breath. Sets himself for the next delivery. Very sensible there. Plays it on the onside. They get back for 2. Excellent running. This is the sensible side of the game that's so important to go with the power hitting in T20. Can I get the scores of India-Pakistan, please? So disappointing. I just get the news from our third umpire, Ajay Lal, telling me that the India-Pakistan game has been called off. There is a reserve day tomorrow. It's going to continue, right? Hopefully the weather gods are going to be a little supportive as we see Matange tucks Sid Shah. Sid Shah's been excellent here, coming to the end of his third over and has given away only 17 runs, beaten the bat multiple times. I really like how Sid Shah is developing here. Very good kid. Comes down the track. Beaten in the flight a little bit. Excellent over there. Wonderful finish by Sid Shah.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this coverage, if you're around in St. Louis, please help me locate Peter Dry. He's been missing. He did say that he had something going on today, but he didn't tell me what exactly it was. I thought he was going to be here, but I've been stood down. I will try to provide all the entertainment for you. Up in the air, Zaid Zakil's there, takes an excellent catch off his own bowling. Wonderful breakthrough there. Zaid Zakil got hit on the knee, had to go out for a couple minutes. He's back in the action here again. Leading edge, runs across towards covers. Diving catch there. All smiles are St. Louis Americans right now. This is an opportunity for a new batsman to come in and make our mark. It's always fantastic to finish the season on a high, irrespective of how things have gone. There's not been a single time that I've walked into a cricket field thinking, I don't care about this game. That's fine. We're all very competitive in our nature. Justin Dill's a very competitive captain, but the way he has led this team has been just fabulous. He's come in, he said, okay, what's the vision? Where do we need to go? And has laid out the foundation with the leadership team and the coach and the staff here to groom the youngsters so that they've had opportunities and experiences that is going to help them develop in the future to all become better individuals, better players. Investing in the future are St. Louis Americans, as we see Zaid Zakil keeping it very tight here. Jay Patel comes to bat. He looked good yesterday. Up in the air. Justin Dill ever so sharp in the field. Uses his big reach there. Big shout out to Bhaskar. Bhaskar is always available here. Moved from Houston. to St. Louis. Just showing you how the cricketing community is growing here in St. Louis. Always present here, Bhaskar, making sure that we are always being serviced by food, drinks, entertainment. Such an important facet to. It's up in the air. Is it going to be taken? It's gone for a 6. What a wonderful shot that is. We saw some lusty blows from Jay Patel yesterday. He's continuing on. This wasn't to the pitch of the ball, but then leant in beautifully and stroked it away over long on for a 6. Another bad bounce there, but the fielder makes up for it. End of the 12th over, 70 for the loss of 2 wickets. Jay Patel joined in the middle. Comes in to partner with Matange. Matange playing the sheet anchor role here. We need somebody from the Tigers team to come in and look to flourish in the other end. Looks like a very stylish left-handed batsman. Not very tall, but very compact. And strokes it very nicely on the onside here. They'll go through for 2. Excellent running there by Matange. Good early calling. That's what is the trick to running well. Angad comes back for his 3rd over. Went for 7 and got a wicket in his first 2. Starting to see some urgency here from Chicago Tigers. They need some big hits. They really need to be aiming for a target of 160 if they want to make a game out of this. Dhwani Cricket League is on in St. Louis. We have the finals today. There are 82 teams that participated so far. Great spectacle for a charity organization and a charitable cause. Dhwani Foundation was formed in 2014, coming up to 10 years. Served the St. Louis community and the global community with utmost purpose. As we see, this one's played on the offside, runs away to the boundary. Again, a little bit of short. Matange is very strong on his cut. Not really good bowling here by Angad. He knows better than that not to give him room. Matange using his very tall reach to strike it. He moves on to 37 of 34 deliveries. 10 strike around. Still excellent figures for Angad. Kept things very tight. Going up to the last ball of the 13th over. 79 for 2. Matange on 38. Jay Patel on 10. We're looking for a grandstand finish here for the Tigers. Oh, goes for a reverse sweep. Misses it. Wrapped on the pads. $80 for 2 after 13 overs. Arnab Jam comes back for his second over, went for a tidy 6 runs off his first. Runs it a ball to Jay Patel, who's looking to bat with intent here. Asking for 2. Excellent fielding by Sid Shah there. Constructing this innings really well here for Chicago Tigers. They need a big finish here to prove that their strategy of starting a little slow was right, to build a strong foundation. Arnab Jam is an all-rounder. He's a top order batsman and a very handy off spinner. This one's actually planted right into the mid-wicket fence, soars above for a 6. So nothing delivery there. And then Matange, who's been excellent on the offside this time, fancies himself on the leg side and flat bats it for a 6. Arnab should use his strengths of tossing the delivery up, keeping it tight. He does that well. Good comeback the next delivery. Darting it in might not be the best strategy on this particular pitch. Sits up beautifully for the batsman if you miss your line and length. Jump. Jay Patel tries to hoik it away on the leg side, misses it. Excellent bowling here by Arnab. He's thinking. It's not easy after getting hit for a 6 early in the over. Still only 14 runs off his 1.4 overs, keeping it nice and tight. This one again is a little foolish. Jay Patel got a practice shot, the last one, and this time he connects. Slog sweep has been very effective for Jay Patel. Even yesterday, he used that particular shot to score freely. This time on the offside, goes over the top, just evades the fielder. That'll run away to the boundary. Been a little expensive here. And outside off stump, frees his arms. At the end of the 14th over, it's 92 for the loss of 2 wickets. Justin Dill bringing Sam Das back in. Last over from Arnab was a little expensive, 16 runs of that over. So great experiences for the youngsters, preparing them for both the physical and the mental side of things. This is a really good representative of things to come in the future. Sam Das has decided to go round the wicket, left arm first. Arnab, Sid, and Sam Das are all under 19 players coming through the ranks here in local cricket. As we see Sam running into ball to Matange, ties it up really well. All they can do is go through for a single. 6.78 is the run rate. Just not good enough at this point of time. Matange looking good, but he needs to really find partners who can score freely so that they can ebb towards that 160, 165 mark. Jay Patel has looked good in a short stay at the crease. As we see Sam Das coming back over. Looks like that's a wide. Distracted the umpire a little bit there. A big appeal from Nikhil, who thinks clearly that that's a nick. There's a lot of confusion here. What's going on? Initially, umpire Srinichara said that he didn't hear anything. Let's look at the replay. Hard to say from the replay, but Nikhil and Sam looked very confident. A disappointing end to Jay Patel's innings. He doesn't think he nicked it. Initially, the umpire signaled as though he didn't hear anything. Not sure exactly how he based that decision. Nonetheless, it was an important decision. Chicago Tigers lose their third wicket. 96 on the board. New batsman comes to the crease to replace Jay Patel. Looks like it was a little unfortunate to be given out caught behind. But the keeper and bowler looked very, very, very confident. The level of cricket here at the MILC has improved so much. Oh, looks to scoop it. Oh, the first delivery. Trying to get fancy there. Jay Desai comes to the crease, replacing Jay Patel. Chicago Tigers require a big hit, few big hits here. Sam Das in his rhythm right now. Left arm around. Strokes it away on the leg side. Sid is there to mop it up. Looks like they have to reassess their targets right now. I initially thought 160 is what they required, but now if they get to 145, 150, I think they would be happy. It'll give their bowlers something to bowl at. And Chicago Tigers are primarily a bowling lineup. Matange is on 46, is on strike. Moves to 47. Excellent bowling here by Sam Das, not giving anything away to the batsman. Good line, good length. Not easy coming over and around, but has been doing that with consistent ease. this one's a thick outside edge. Looks like it's going to run away to the boundary. Excellent fielding there. Wonderfully fielded by Ujjwal. Keeps it to 2, saves 2 runs for his team. At the end of the 15th over, it's 101 for 3.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Sid Shah is brought back to bowl his final over. He's been excellent in his spell. 3 overs, 18 runs. Matange has stroked himself to a well-made 47. He looks like a player for the future. In not a very motivational cause here. He's stuck around. He looks to play it on the leg side. It's up in the air. They run across for 2 here. Falls in no man's land. He moves on to 49. It'll be a really well-made 50 for Matange. Matange Nityanandam has had starts throughout the tournament here, but this is his big innings here. Matange again plays it on the offside. Excellent 50 there. Cheered very well by the crowd. Brilliant 50 by Matange. Just what his team required. Wonderful innings by Matange. $50 of 41 deliveries. 4 hits to the fence and 1 maximum. Just what the Chicago Tigers needed. This is a solid base that has been set up for them. As we see Sid Shah running into bowl his next delivery. That's an outside edge, thick as outside edge. Runs away. They look for 2, sent back. Excellent bowling by Sid Shah. Enticing the batsman outside. Jay Desai going for a big booming shot. Only manages an outside edge. Sid Shah. Excellent bowling again. A leg by. Tries to hawk away on the leg side. Hits the pad. All they can do is cap it across for a single. Wonderful bowling by Sid Shah here. Jay Desai has been looking to move things along. Oh, Sid Shah fires that one straight through. Change of pace. Really good bowling here. Needs to finish well, Sid Shah. Wonderful delivery there again. Keeping it nice and tight. Excellent over, excellent spell coming to an end from Sid Shah. 4 overs, 23 runs. This kid has a very bright future. 107 for the loss of 3 wickets after 16.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Welcome back to the coverage of the MILC 2023. You're watching St. Louis Americans take on Chicago Tigers. Both these teams have been humbled by much stronger opposition in the previous games. This seems more like an even contest between the two teams. Last 4 overs. We're into the last 4 overs here. Sam Das looking to finish off strongly. He's had an excellent season here. Drafted into the squad. Been given the opportunity. Been given the big responsibility to share the new ball. At times with Justin Dill. He has not really disappointed at all. Great experience for the youngsters playing against good strong opposition. As we see Sam Das running into ball to Jay Shah. He flicks it away on the leg side. Just a single. Just not able to get the big boundaries here, Chicago Tigers. I would be disappointed if they don't look to hit some big blows here of the last 3.5 overs. Matange has played an excellent knock here. Beautifully bowled. Followed him there. Foolish delivery. Matange looks to slog on the leg side. He misses. Sam Das hits. An end of an excellent knock by Matange. You'll be a little disappointed with that end, but chin up, young man. Excellent innings. That wicket brings the captain Calvin Savage to the crease. The platform has been laid really well for Captain Calvin Savage. Can we move that side? It's too hot. Excellent comeback here by Sam Das. A 110 for 4. Last delivery of Sam Das's spell has been excellent. 2 for 29. It's been a wicket-taking bowler for St. Louis Americans. Needs to re-bowl that particular delivery. as we see some four-legged fans enter the facility here. Big shout out to everybody who made this tournament a grand success. As Kevin Savage plays it on the leg side, Sid Shah has been excellent in the field. Again, a wonderful pickup and throw. 1-1-1. Nelson 4-4 after 17.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
Justin Dill coming back to finish off things here. He'll be bowling to his countryman, Kevin Savage. Very long bowling lineup. As he looks to play it on the leg side. Justin Dill running into bowl to Kevin Savage. And he'll look to go big here. No time to muck around. That's 2 dot balls in a row here. A little bit of pressure on Kevin. Again, play and a miss. Beautiful bowling by Justin Dill. Tigers require a big finish here. Nobody better to provide that than Justin Dill. Apologize, Kevin Savage. He strokes it up in the air. It's soaring away over the boundary. Excellent hit. Right when we were saying Kevin Savage is the guy for Chicago Tigers. This one was a little fuller. Gave an opportunity for Kevin to free his arms. Still been a good over. Only 6 runs of the first 4 deliveries. Justin Dill needs to finish well here. He's been brilliant with the ball throughout the tournament. Perhaps a change of pace is what was required here. Nice tall run up And this takes an inside edge that's running away towards the fine leg boundary. Ahmed picks it up, fires it back in. They run across for 2. Again goes for an expansive shot, misses it. $120 for the loss of 4 wickets after 18.
आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का। Ujjwal Venakota will come back to finish from the creek end. That's a short ball pulled away. Is it going to be taken? Beautiful catch there. Wonderfully taken. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball. Didn't look like he was in control with the shot. Shortest delivery pulled away by Jay Desai, and an excellent catch there by Zahid Zakil, making up for the dropped attempt of the first ball of the game. Tigers need to get Kevin Savage on strike. He's the power player. He's the one most likely to hit a few boundaries here. The conditions have gotten super windy here at the ACA Park. It's all happening. Chicago Tigers are 120. They've just lost their 5th wicket after 18.1 overs. Ujjwal Venakota, consistent performer for St. Louis Americans, runs into ball. This hit straight down the ground. That's running away. Cut off in the boundary, relayed across. Very well done there. Excellent fielding there from Kranti Kumar. Prithvish Patel. Needs to get his captain back on strike. This is where you're caught in double minds. You back yourself to hit the long ball, but you also know in your mind that you have a power player on the other end. Need to get him on strike again. Must be really frustrating for Calvin Savage. Excellent slow delivery there from Ujjwal. Rolled his fingers over. It's been an excellent over. Only 2 runs off it so far of the 4 deliveries. Again, hits it down the ground. That's flying away. It's going to be cut off there on the boundary. Kranti Kumar fires it back in. They run across again for 2.
124 for 5. We're getting close to the end of the 19th over. This is still 20 runs short of where they would have liked to be at this point. Played and missed. They'll have Calvin Savage on strike. We'll come back for the last over. 124 for the loss of 5 wickets after 19.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
So, last over of the innings. Justin Dill running into bowl to Calvin Savage. Something different here. Plays it on the leg side. Walking across the stumps. Flicking it to square leg. They still would like to get to 140 here. That's what it's going to be. Giving them something to bowl at. Still below power here. Run for a single. Just not able to get the big shots in. Wonder if the pitch has dried up a little bit. Chicago Tigers have a pretty good bowling lineup. They are a bowling team, but they would like to be defending something around 140. And that's in the air, stroke down the ground. They'll come across for 2. Didn't strike it cleanly at all. The pitch looks a little too paced here. Chicago, it's 5 hours from St. Louis. If you want to make a trip down from Chicago to St. Louis, we'll be happy to show you around. Beautiful city here, St. Louis. Oh, wraps him on the thigh. Perhaps in the box region. Not fun at all. Calvin Savage struggling a little bit here. Was a slower delivery. Gets very, very, very painful. Just a little bit of break in play here. Calvin Savage getting wrapped in the box region. Just quickly recapping this innings. Chicago Tigers got off to a steady start. Matange getting a 50. They're looking for the big flourish, which has not come. Still 2 deliveries here. 2 boundaries would do them a world of good. Calvin Savage on strike. He strokes it up in the air. It should be taken. Excellent catch by Bhavya there. Calvin Savage probably shaken from the blow that he received the previous delivery. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball. Tried to hike it. Then straight up in the air, and a good judging catch by Bhavya Mehta. Young Shiv Shani comes to the crease. Last delivery of the innings. Justin Dill to finish off things here. He's been excellent with the ball. 1 for 16. Been very hard to get away. Shiv Shani facing the last ball of the innings. It's been an excellent bowling effort by the St. Louis Americans. Misses the ball. Dot ball to end the innings. St. Louis Americans will be chasing 129 when we come back from the break. Beautiful shot. There's an opportunity there. Dropped it. That was an... Oh, that's up in the air. Should be taken. Falls right in between. There was no communication at all. Tosses it up. Inviting. This should be taken. It's up in the air. Sam Das running towards it. And beautifully taken there. This is what... Pulls left arm around. Loops it up very nicely. It's a misfield there. Is it? Or... Oh, he's hit the... As we see, it's up in the air. It clears the... Covers fielder. Runs away to the boundary. Excellent shot. Samdas coming round the wicket. He again goes over the top. Beautiful shot there. Result... Oh, let's go on the offside now. All the way to the fence. Third boundary of this over. Again. Hit flat. Oh, misfield there by Sam. Partnership here. Is struck away on the offside. That's going to run away to the boundary. No stopping that. Beautiful shot. Utmost purpose. As we see, this one's played on the offside. Runs away to the boundary. Very handy off spinner. This one's actually planted right into the mid-wicket fence. Soars about. This one again is a little foolish. Jay Patel got a practice shot. Nope. This time on the offside, goes over the top, just evades the fielder. That'll run away to the boundary. Coming back over. Looks like that's a wide. Distracted the umpire a little bit there. A big appeal from Nikhil, who thinks clearly that that's a nick. Matange again plays it on the offside. Excellent 50 there. Cheered very knock here. Beautifully bowled. Followed him there. Apologize, Kevin Savage. He strokes it up in the air. It's soaring away over the boundary. Excellent performer for St. Louis Americans. Runs into bowl. This hit straight down the ground. That's running away. Cut off in the boundary. Relayed across. Kevin Savage on strike. He strokes it up in the air. It should be taken. Excellent catch by Bhavya there.
You're watching the Sunoco Minor League Cricket Championship, brought to you by our 2023 partners.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the coverage for MILC 2023 presented to you by Sunoco. Defanios and Lakshmi brand are our sponsors. Mighty thanks to them. If you missed the action in the first innings, Chicago Tigers won the toss, elected to bat, got to 128. 129 for the St. Louis Americans to get. Starts off with a wide there. Farhan Ali was excellent yesterday, along with Captain Kavit Savage, was the pick of the bowler. Farhan Ali running into bowl. Well, played it away on the leg side. Saw it early. Zahid Zakil played with a lot of intent yesterday. Very interested to see how he goes about today. I think the approach is going to be very similar to yesterday, where they're going to be showing a lot of intent, aggressive intent. Farhan runs into ball, picks it up, beautifully hit again. This has traveled a mighty long distance over square leg. Wonderful shot by Zahid Zakil. This is going to be an enterprising run chase. He does not require any sighters at all. Zahid Zakil was excellent in the field and took two wonderful catches. Has started off with incredible intent. St. Louis Americans 11 after 2 deliveries, 2 hits to the boundary. One a very nicely timed pull shot. Another big hit over square leg. This is all getting up to be an excellent run chase here. Zahid Zakil has decided to throw caution to the wind. High back lift. Drafted in towards the second half of the tournament. Zahid Zakil bowls left armers, excellent in the field. Has shown to be an aggressive opening batter. Plays with a certain amount of grace, which is very natural to all left-handers. Good comeback here by Farhan Ali. Tucked him up a little bit, not letting him free his arms. Has been a change in field. Deep point has been brought in, and there's a deep mid wicket. Those are the scoring areas for Zahid Zakil. Very strong on the leg side. As we see Farhan Ali run into ball. Full toss delivery. Good fielding there at Cowers. He's trying to go hard at the ball. Zahid Zakil. St. Louis Americans have practiced a lot on this particular pitch. They all know it like the back of their hand. This one kept a little low. At the end of the first over, it's 11 without loss.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, तेरे घर लाने का।
You're watching the run chase of St. Louis Americans. Chasing 129. Chicago Tigers won the toss earlier in the day, elected to bat. Got off to a good start, but were not able to capitalize on that to post a big target. Kranti Kumar is the other opening batsman. Kranti Kumar has been consistently inconsistent in this particular tournament. As we see Shiv Shani running into bowl. Very heartening to see the Chicago Tigers give opportunities to the youngsters. Shiv Shani bowled excellently yesterday. He was a little expensive, but had the backing of his captain. Left armer bowling left arm over. Kranti Kumar getting into his stance. Place it on the offside. There's a misfield there, running away towards the boundary. Stopped there very nicely. The scamper across for 2. Looks like a tall, punchy player, Kranti Kumar. There's a slip. There's a short fine leg. The 2 deep fielders are on the point boundary and square leg. As we see Shiv running into bowl. Nice swingy action. They quickly go through for a single. No harm done there. Good backing up by the fielder. Brings Zahid Zakil on strike. Zahid Zakil already has 2 boundaries to his name from the previous over. 1 humongous 6. There's a slip in place. Savage knows that he needs some quick wickets here if Chicago Tigers need to be in this game. This is pulled on the leg side. A big hit again. Positioned himself. It's been an interesting situation where the dog has the ball picked up. Down by, tie him up, down by, it's okay. The ball is being observed right now as the dog picked it up after it was hit for a 6. Wonderful shot there by Zahid Zakil. Been standing a little outside his crease. As we see Shiv Shani right into ball. Goes for a big shot again. Loses his shape and balance. Doesn't have to do that. He has all the shots. Got to play on the merit of the ball. That's an excellent comeback by Shiv. Didn't give him any width, didn't give him any room at all. Zahid Zakil looking to come down the pitch and meet the ball. A little shortish in length. Tucks it away on the leg side. That brings Kranti Kumar on strike. Zakil has moved on to 17 very quickly. End of the second over. 21 for the loss of no wickets.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
Welcome everybody to the 2023 version of the Sunoco MILC. You're watching St. Louis Americans take on Chicago Tigers in the last league game. Both of these teams want to go out with their heads held high. As you see, Zahid Zakil again, a short ball. Pulls it away beautifully towards the fine leg boundary. This is what the Chicago Tigers were not able to do, is hit some boundaries in their innings earlier on. While they had a steady start, it's been a rampaging start by Zahid Zakil in particular, who's moved on to 21 of 10 deliveries. St. Louis Americans have fired themselves to 25 in 2.1 overs. Zahid Zakil looking to make short change of this particular run chase. As Farhan Ali runs into balls, slower delivery, opens the face of the bat. Again, just a quick call to everybody in St. Louis. If you have seen one Mr. Peter Dry, please send a report to me. He's been missing since he told me he might not be here. I didn't believe him, but I really truly miss him in the commentary box while I try to keep you thoroughly entertained. That single brings Zahid Zakil back on strike. A very exciting stroke maker here. This is what the St. Louis Americans had missed so much. Comes down the track and hoists it away beautifully. This is soaring away over mid-off, over long off, over the side screen for a massive 6. Beautiful shot there. As you see, Farhan Ali runs into ball. The next delivery, this is a foolish delivery. Definitely missing the stumps. Pitched outside leg stump as well. Very hopeful appeal there. Very exciting run chase here. Kranti Kumar, another left-hander, very accomplished batsman. Oh, beautifully hit on the offside. That's running away towards the boundary. Well, they cut it off. They run across for 2. Not much foot movement there. We'll come back to that. 34 at the end of third over for no loss.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
I think you've gone back in time. Sorry for the technical difficulty here. We're back up again. St. Louis Americans chasing 129. Are making easy meal of this one. Kranti Kumar and in particular Zaid Zakil. Oh, another big hit there. This is up in the air. Is it going to be taken? It's going to be a really difficult chance. Beautifully taken there by the fielder. Excellent running catch. One too many fancy shots from Zaid Zakil. His enterprising innings has come to an end. 28 of 15 deliveries. St. Louis Americans lose their first wicket for 37. A disappointing end to an excellent innings there. Mujib Mohammed was the fielder. Excellent take there. That brings Nikhil Kanchan, the vice captain, to the crease. Shiv Shani getting his first wicket, snaring Zaid Zakil, who's looking in a murderous mood, falling to an excellent catch by Mujib Mohammed. Nikhil Kanchan hails from the Konkan region of Karnataka. Oh, that's a very well judged single. That's one thing that you can expect from Nikhil Kanchan. Very busy player. Scored very heavily in the last season's tournament. It's been a little quiet this season. He's a very good player, Nikhil Kanchan. Kranti Kumar. That's up in the air. Just falling short of the midfielder. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball at all. Almost looked like a nothing shot there. As we see Shivsani running into ball again. The next delivery. Beautifully floated outside off stump. Fishing for it. Kranti Kumar misses it. Real nice shape to Shiv. His bowling here. Got a nice round arm action. Good jump. Can really swing the new ball. That's up in the air. Taken there. Again a nothing shot from Kranti Kumar. Didn't look comfortable at all. The ball shaping away from him. Half-heartedly pushes it at, and the catch taken by Kevin Savage. St. Louis Americans lose their second wicket with 38 on the board at the end of 4 overs. The new batsman at the crease. Looks like it is the young Bhavya Mehta. Bhavya Mehta, fresh from a big 100, scored against Namibia in the Under-19 World Cup qualifier against Canada. A proud moment for USA Cricket, where now they qualify for the Under-19 World Cup to be played in Sri Lanka next year. Big congratulations to everybody. Bhavya Mehta was one of the top scorers in that tournament. But first, it's Nikhil Kanchan taking strike to Mohit Patel. Beautifully hit on the offside. Very flowing stroke there from Nikhil Kanchan. A very free-flowing batsman. Bases his innings based on timing. Has developed his power game more recently. He's very pleasing on the eye. Bhavya Mehta, very strong off the front foot. Being promoted up the order. As we see Mohit Patel running into ball. Oh, nice shape outside off stump. Moving a tad bit. away from Bhavya Mehta. Turning into a gorgeous day here in St. Louis. On a September 10th, Sunday morning. It's all happening here. Excellently stroked away on the offside. A shot off his bat with ferocity. Standing tall on the ball and punching it away. Looks like a good player here. With Patel, under 19, Chicago. Excellently bowled. Just heartening to see youngsters being given a chance. My correspondent tells me that there has been 7 debutants of under 19 aged players in St. Louis Americans. It's a record for any franchise to give opportunities to the youngsters. So 7 debutants under the age of 19 have played for St. Louis Americans this season. That's a record of sorts. Goes to show the strong setup that ACA has built here in St. Louis, promoting youth and fresh talent. Nikhil Kanchan plays it away on the offside. We'll come back to that. It's 42 for the loss of 2 wickets after 5.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Also, it's a little distracting for me. Yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in to the 2023 version of Sunoco MILC. Spectacular scenes here in St. Louis on a Sunday morning. Well supported by the ACA Academy and staff. To recap again, Chicago Tigers posted a score of 128 after having a good start. St. Louis Americans right up to the challenge here, making a brisk start through Zaid Zakil. And now with the loss of 2 quick wickets, Nikhil Kanchan and Bhavya Mehta looking to consolidate the St. Louis Americans innings. Been a change of bowling. J Patel. Oh, this is the bounce, turn and purchase of the wicket that we saw Sid Shah get in the first innings as well. It truly is turning into a fascinating contest. Bhavya Mehta, local to St. Louis. The spinners can really tighten the screws here back. Beautiful flight there, inviting the batsman. Classical left armers. Challenge being posed here to Bhavya Mehta. High back lift. Punches it towards square leg. They scamper across for a single. Nikhil Kanchan really would want to post a big score here to finish the season off. He puts in a lot of effort into the mental, physical aspect of the game. Beautiful shot, very nicely picked up. Has that gone all the way? What a wonderful stroke. We've said time and again, Nikhil Kanchan's a really good player of spin bowling. Just lent it to it beautifully and planted it over deep covers for a 6. Really is the shot of the day. Nikhil in full flow is a glorious batsman to watch. JP would require a good response here. Nikhil Kanchan flicks it on the leg side now. That's running away towards the fine leg boundary. Picked up there and sent back. 2 runs. Called a wide. JP really needs to get his line and length correct. Oh, beautifully bowled. That's where he needs to keep it. Flighted it. Middle end leg stump. End of the over. It's 51 for the loss of 2 wickets after 6.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
Mohit continuing from the car park end. Nikhil Kanchan has had a quiet series this year. Bhavya Mehta, groomed from the St. Louis Academy, ACA, opens the face of the bat, runs it away very nicely towards third man. Just brilliant to see young talent being groomed here. So they started their initial days of cricket here, came through the ranks, learnt it on a day-to-day basis, week by week basis, month by month basis, year by year basis, and there they are representing their team with pride in the biggest league. Mohit Patel, another under 19 player. Extra bounce there, kicked off the pitch. Good support for St. Louis Americans here at the ACA Park in Vancouver, St. Louis. If you ever are around St. Louis, please stop by and look at the amazing facilities that has been proudly coordinated by the ACA Academy and its volunteers. Head down the ground there. Oh, beautiful shot. We didn't think it was going to go all the way, but that's a wonderful strike by Nikhil Kanchan. He is a confidence player, and you can see foolish length, lent into it, drove it away with the fielders being inside the circle, raced away towards the straight boundary. That's his second 4. Nikhil Kanchan moves on to 12 of 7 deliveries. Good intent shown by Nikhil here. If you remember, he ran his captain out. Very similar circumstances to that particular delivery where he tried to take a single, but clear and articulate calling from the non-striker to send him back. Good comeback by Mohit Patel. He's bowled well. Again, extra bounce there. It's a leg by Mohit Patel's figures read none 4 and 9 of his 1.5 overs. Young talent being groomed here. As we see our four-legged friends make their way through. Bhavya Mehta scampers across for a single now. End of the 7th over.
आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
You're watching a fascinating contest here between bat and ball. Adivi running into ball. Bhavya Mehta quietly plays it away on the leg side. Takes it to 7 of 8 deliveries. Nikhil Kanchan's on 12 of 9. Bit of a misfield there. Chicago Tigers can't afford to be sloppy in the field. Interestingly, we have not seen Kevin Savage come on to bowl yet, providing opportunities for the youngsters. Bhavya Mehta, very accomplished in his age category. Oh, he's gone there. Oh, bit of an outside edge. Hit the keeper and went to Kevin Savage. Takes an excellent catch there. Very unfortunate for Bhavya. The shot was on. Outside, off stump. Tries to rock back and cut it. Gets the thickest outside edge. Taken in the slips by Kevin Savage. Good captaincy there. That brings Angad Bhatia to the crease. Angad was excellent yesterday. Brings Angad Bhatia. Angad's not going to bother about getting his eye in. Went bang bang from ball 1 yesterday. A stroke filled 41 of 17 deliveries. Excellent bowling by DV. Angad Bhatia on strike. Gets going right off. St. Louis Americans need to be a little careful here. They've lost 3 wickets. They have a good scoring rate. The run rate's 8.09. As we see, Nikhil. No single there. Excellent bowling by DY. 67 needed of 12.1. The required run rate is 5.51. Very manageable. Nikhil pushes it down the ground. Very easy on the eye, Nikhil Kanchan. End of the over. 63 for the loss of 3 wickets after 8.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
The sun beating down beautifully at the ACA Park here. It's fascinating to know that this was a swamp a few years ago. Special mention to Ajay Jamb, the chief construct behind the facility here. He sold a vision to people a few years ago. Some of them bought into it, some of them didn't, but has won over one and all. A great visionary and a great executioner, Ajay Jamb. Provided many of us an opportunity with excellent cricketing facilities here in St. Louis. When there were players and teams and leagues that were struggling to find a dedicated ground, consistently developing the facilities for cricket, he has really ignited true passions of people to bring everybody together so that they can all showcase their true potential. So, Ajay, if you're watching, thank you for your massive efforts. A special mention also to all the volunteers who show up in numbers. It's close to 100 of them here, who work tirelessly to have the facilities ready to provide excellent conditions for cricket. That is what cricket is all about. It's teamwork, it's commitment, it's character. Community, character and cricket. Those are the mottos of... That's up in the air. Is it going to be taken? Excellent catch there. Beautifully judged. Brilliant catch there. Wasn't in control with the shot, Nikhil. He was short in length. The shot was on. The execution was just not there. Nikhil was looking good. Departs for 16 of 15 deliveries. Mohit Patel strikes. He's been excellent. 1 wicket for 12 runs of 2.3 overs. The players really need to be enjoying themselves. This is the last league game of their season this year. They've given it their everything. A lot of effort goes into preparing for the tournament. All of the travel, all of the time spent practicing and training. This is what it all comes down to. That brings Captain Fantastic, Justin Dill, to the crease. I have been mighty impressed by Justin's leadership. Just been a tremendous leader here. Kind of skill and talent that he has, played at the highest level, but still is very grounded. Walked up yesterday with all his focus on the game. Asked me how my arm was, which I fractured a couple of weeks ago. Just shows the person that he is. A wonderful human being. Him and his wife, Jessica Dill. Both of them are the nicest couple you'll see around. If you see them around, please stop by and say hi. And they are so pleasant, you will get to know them yourself. To the Dill family, thanks for making us all proud. As we see Mohit running into ball to Justin. Justin's going to take his time. He knows he can get the big boundaries. And it's very important to get yourself in this particular pitch. It's going to be very hard to go all guns blazing from ball one. That's the beauty of this wicket. It's a very good sporting track. A lot of effort put into this wicket to prepare it. Nicely flicked away on the leg side. They might look for two. They don't. Wisely so. End of the over. It's 66 for the loss of 4 wickets after 9.
आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
DY continue. A little short in length here. I have the MILC ball, the official match ball with me. It's by Fortress. Looks a very good cherry. It's held up pretty well this season. We saw a couple of instances last year when the ball had to be changed, but this time it's pretty good. Angad Bhatia again flicks it away on the leg side. They might look for two there. It's a long boundary there. Decides against it. It's a very pronounced seam that this particular ball has. These cherries are expensive. Don't know if you can call them cherries because they're not ready anymore. These are vanillas. Justin again. Rocks back onto the back foot. Plays it towards sweeper cover. Turning the strike very well here, both of them. They know a couple of overs of quiet singles, and then once they get their eye in, both of these gentlemen can hit big sixes. Angad looks to rock back. Pushed in slightly faster by DY. DY. His figures read 2.3 overs, 1 for 17. Oh, opens it up beautifully there. Places it right between keeper and first slip. They run through for two. Very intentional there, though it looked like it was the thickest outside edge. Very well executed by Angad Bhatia, showing that he has deft touches to go with his big, mighty hitting as well. There's a wide stance, high back lift. T.Y. running into ball now. Oh, now hits it on the leg side. This is going to be taken there. Angad Bhatia, who looked so good yesterday, loses his cool, tries to hike over leg side, caught at mid-wicket. St. Louis Americans in a spot of bother here. 71 for 5 in the 10th over. Like we kept saying, there's something in it for the bowlers all the time here. You just can't keep them out of the game. This pitch really offers purchase for the bowlers. This puts the cat amongst the pigeons here for St. Louis Americans. They have the run rate. They only need to strike at 5.7 and over. But they're losing wickets very quickly. That brings another local talent, Ahmed Ali, to the crease. Mir Ahmed Ali. Ahmed, in this very ground, has scored a double 100 in a 30-over game. He's again a very big hitting power player. Justin very easily moves on to 4. Ahmed, as he's fondly known to the cricketing circles here, has worked a lot on his fitness, which has been an aspect that needed a little bit of improvement, but looks very fit at this moment. Put in the yards, put in the effort, has really good eye. Very strong square of the wicket. Likes to fancy going over long on and mid-wicket. That's up in the air. Is this going to be taken? He's gone. That was right in the zone. Looked a little tentative. Very unfortunate for Ahmed getting his opportunity, but skying it right up in the air. Looking to go over the leg side, but takes a leading edge and comfortably taken there. Ahmed departs off of the first delivery. St. Louis Americans really in trouble at this point of time. Their 6th wicket is down. Ujjwal Venakota comes to the crease. If you can recollect, the last time these two batted together against Michigan Stars, they pulled off a miracle in a rain-affected game. They came in with 70 required of 7 overs, and both of them were just brilliant. While talking to them, they said they like to bat in partnerships, setting short targets for each other, keep motivating each other, not worry about the eventual score, but really try to keep assessing as they go. and take it over by over. I'm sure that's how they're going to approach this. Crazy momentum is not required at this point of time. Even if they would play themselves in for the next 2 overs, they can hit the odd ball to the boundary to make up for it. Excellent bowling by Monath. He's been very impressive. That's his second wicket, 2 point, in fact 3.4 overs. 2 for 14. Brilliant figures there. He's got a nice round arm action. Looks nippier than he appears. As you see, giving it opportunities to swing there, bowling it full. Bowled an excellent spell here, Mohit Patel. Can he finish it off with a wicket? How much would the Chicago Tigers like to see the back of Justin Dill? He's the danger man. Great finish to the over. Mohit Patel finishes with figures of 2 for 15 of his 4 overs. Excellent spell. 73 for the loss of 6 wickets after 11.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need 1 hand on the roof, 1 hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save because rewards come first.
आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
The equation stands where St. Louis Americans required 54 of 8 overs. That's an asking rate of 6.75. They have Ujjwal Winakota along with his captain, Justin Dill. These two are the last recognized pair. But they do have the youngsters still in the hut. With Arnav Jam still to come. Justin Dill is going to apply himself here. The keeper standing up to Prithvish Patel. Prithvish bowled a good spell yesterday. It's been impressive captaincy by Cameron Savage. He's not brought himself on so far, so he has that option if he wants to come in and get a breakthrough or two. But he's kept the pressure up. Even now, if you see, he has a slip in play, so he is thinking about winning this game. It's good captaincy. He's been constantly talking to his bowlers, encouraging his youngsters. They've been pretty good in the field. It's hard when you're not playing for big honors to keep yourself motivated, but the Chicago Tigers have done well. We mentioned it in the start of the game. They're a bowling heavy team. Struggle with the bat. They got runs on the board. That's what it does. Any target is difficult to chase because it plays on your mind. When you're batting first, you can bat freely. But when you're chasing and you have a specific objective number, as you see, it's been flicked on the leg side. That's going to run away to the boundary, but picked up really well by JP and fires a return back. Keeps it to only one. Yeah, when your objectives are very specific, there's a certain way that you need to approach that. And that plays on the psyche of the mind. Kevin Savage has placed himself very interestingly in a very short mid on. Oh, bowling to the field. Oh. Wow. It's all happening here. The runs have dried up. A little bit of a mix-up. Almost a run out. Very, very good captaincy by Kevin Savage. Now he's pushing his mid-wicket back, but still has that position of a silly mid-on in place. Bowlers bowling well to his field, asking questions on the drive. End of the 13th over. 78 for the loss of 6 wickets. That's a no ball. They have had only 3 fielders inside the circle. A cardinal sin offers an opportunity of a free hit with Ujjwal Winakota on strike. Prithvish Patel. He strikes it beautifully over the top. It looks like it's gone all the way for a 6. Making that free hit count. Ujjwal Winakota, we mentioned about his power hitting. That's the end of the over now. End of the 13th over. We'll see on the other side. Captain Savage bringing Shiv back from the Forest Creek end. Justin Dill on 7 and Ujjwal on 9. Square drive, they look for 2 there. Ah, that's really good running there. Excellent running. What's happening here? That's 1 run short. So we've seen a free hit because we didn't have enough fielders inside the circle. Now you see 1 run short by Justin Dill. It's all happening here at the ACA Park. As you see Shiv running into bowl to Justin Dill. Beautiful. This is going to run away to the boundary. No catching that. Waited that tad bit second and penetrated that gap between deep point and backward point. Wonderful shot there. From Justin Dill. Very impressive. Captain fantastic at his best. What's the reply going to be from Shiv? Folds it up really well. Very sensible batting by Justin Dill. Knows that the score is very much manageable. Beautiful conditions here to bat. Just the perfect occasion for a massive spectacle to finish off the season. As we see Shiv running into bowl to Justin. That's a short ball. Very bad bounce, but goes all the way. Hit very hard by Justin Dill. Justin Dill turning on the screws here. I called it earlier. All it takes is a couple of hits to change the complexion of the game. Right when things were getting a little tight, Justin Dill decides to free his arms. 1 boundary towards the offside, 1 boundary towards the leg side, and suddenly the equation changes here. Shiv under pressure. Oh, that's extra power. Bounce there and pace. This is what the pitch offers. Great learning experience for Shiv here. Backed by his captain. Playing against a quality batsman like Justin Dill. Justin Dill sensed a little bit of tension in Shiv's eyes and has capitalized in. Again, that's an outside edge running away towards the 3rd man boundary. That's going to go all the way. 3rd boundary of this over. Very unfortunate. Wasn't in control of that particular shot. But the score is 98 after the end of the 14th over for the loss of 6 wickets. Thirty-one runs required of 6 overs. Prithvish Patel continues. Keeper standing up. Kevin Savage in an interesting silly mid-on position, hoping for a breakthrough. Ujjwal Vinnakota on strike. There is a fine leg, a wideish fine leg. There's a mid-on, there's a mid-off. There's a deep cover, and now a 3rd man being pushed back. Captain Kevin Savage realizing that he needs another player inside the circle. premeditated hoik on the leg side will bring Dill on strike. You've seen Justin hit some really big boundaries from this particular end, the car park end. The wind sails from left to right, so the onside of the batter from this particular end. Opens it up a little bit, quick run there, very risky, but they make it. So much of the run depends on a quick call, and that's what they did. Very sharp calling and great execution there. That's the 100 up for St. Louis Americans. This is up in the air. This is going to be taken. Oh, dropped. It was a little bit of a mix-up between three fielders. Somehow the ball manages to evade all three of them, with Gavin from that silly mid-on position being the closest. A lucky reprieve for Ujjwal Vinnakota. He really needs to make this count now. Very unfortunate for the bowler. Felt like the ball was up in the air for a mighty long time and everybody had so much time, but no harm done from a St. Louis American standpoint. They have 4 more wickets, a couple of youngsters to still come for St. Louis Americans, but a lot will fall on the shoulders of these two players. Good drive down the ground. We had a good cricketing circle here in St. Louis. The AC Academy has brought rejuvenation and life back to St. Louis cricket again. Excellent facilities here. Good local league run by passionate people. Hemant Matle, Zygmunt Patel, and others doing an excellent job. That's up in the air. He's going to be taken. He's gone. Excellent dismissal for Prithvish Patel. Very unfortunate for Justin Dill. Almost caught in half mind there. Didn't go through with the shot. Lobbed it in the air and it covers, snares a good catch. Suddenly, this is turning into a meal for the St. Louis Americans. Jay Desai takes an excellent catch. Prithvish gets the breakthrough. That brings the youngster Arnab Jam to the crease. Proud parents Ajay Jab and Priyanka Jam must be watching very curiously to watch their son strolling up to bat, all of their hard work and dedication coming down to this Arnab Jam is a special talent. How he wishes that he can see his team through this and put his name in the St. Louis Americans folklore as a hero. Not putting too much pressure, but he is a good kid with a strong head on his shoulders. The onus really falls on Ujjwal Vinakota to really groom the youngsters through here. Need to keep talking to them, encouraging them, take it ball by ball. A proud moment also for St. Louis cricket to see one of its young sons come through the ranks and make it to the MILC team. Oh, that's been right up in the air. He's going to be taken. He's gone. What is happening here? This is suicide from St. Louis Americans. The ball was there to be hit, but the fielder was exceptionally positioned there and went straight down his throat. Ujjwal Vinakota departs, and suddenly St. Louis Americans are 101 for 8 at the start of the 15th over. This is some poor batting by St. Louis Americans. Farhan Ali coming back from an expensive first spell, digs it in short. It looked all too comfortable a few overs ago, and now suddenly St. Louis Americans have found themselves in a spot of bother. It's up to the youngsters now. Sam Das joins Arnab Jam with Sid Shah still to come. Can they pull this off? 28 runs required. This would be a miracle if they can. Kevin Savage walking up. He's going to place himself in the slips. Been very aggressive with his captaincy. Kevin Savage, as we see, Farhan Ali runs into ball. Good straight drive there by Sam Das. This is definitely still winnable. Farhan Ali with his tails up. Bowled really well yesterday. Was expensive in his first spell today. I also think he's bowling from the right end here. This bounce and carry from that particular end, the Forest Creek end. Captain Justin Dill and coach CD are going to be a little disappointed with this run chase. Playing a miss by Arnab Jam. His nerves showing up a little bit. Can Chicago Tigers close this off? The Tigers can really go in for the kill. The field's inside. There's a deep third man, a deep square cover, and there's a fine leg. Running into ball. Good pace there. Arnab Jam needs to take his time here. They have time. They can play themselves in for the next couple of overs and see how it goes. Looked like the St. Louis Americans were in a hurry to finish off this run chase. It's all fine and dandy when it comes off, but if it doesn't, it can really put you in a spot of bother. Ranali running into bowl to his next ball. Arnab Jam, he's gone. Looks like he's nicked it. disappointing end to Arnab's innings. Tried to play away from his body, nicks it. And now, the Chicago Tigers are within 1 wicket of wrapping this game up. It's been a really good bowling effort by the Chicago Tigers. We've called it a couple of times. They're a bowling heavy team, and they've shown how their bowlers can shine. Sid Shah makes his long walk to the crease. Farhan Ali with his tails up now. Wind behind his back. What's he going to do? Is he going to go for a full Yorker, or is he going to look to dig it short and bounce Sid Shah out? It's been a brilliant game of cricket so far. Up until 10 minutes ago, it looked like St. Louis Americans were all in control of this particular game. They bowled well, restricted Chicago Tigers for 128. But the effort by Chicago Tigers in the field has been massive. They've been a bowling heavy team, and they've shown why. They've banked themselves off. They've backed themselves in the field, and they're now within 1 wicket of finishing the season off on a high. Farhan Ali running into bowl to Sid Shah. 9 wickets down. 1 more to get. Farhan Ali. It's a fast delivery. There's a lot of buzz around the batsman here. That's the end of the over. 102 for 9 after 16 overs. Okay, we're going down to the wire here. Chicago Tigers require 1 wicket to close this off. Pratish Patel running into bowl. Sam Das unconvincingly plays it on the onside. He's no mug with the bat. He can bat, Sam Das. This is a very different ball game. We've seen Sid Shah play some useful knocks as well. Can they do it against a very quality bowling lineup under pressure? The Tiger-in-Chief, Kevin Savage, has to be savage here and go for the kill. He still kept a couple of fielders outside. I would presume those are catching positions that he's hoping that the ball is going to lob in the air. There's Patel running into ball to Sid Shah. Playing a miss there. Been an excellent bowling effort by the Chicago Tigers. All their youngsters. Mohit did excellently well. So did Shiv. Pritesh. JP. Again, tantalizingly outside off stump, playing a miss. Looks like Kevin Savage is going to plant another slip there with short mid wicket ambling across. He's going into a wideish gully. In fact, he's going to be pushed back to a short third man. What is Patel's idea here to clean things up? It's going to be full and fast, or is it going to be a short delivery? Patel running into bowl to Sid Shah. He bowls it a little short. Sid Shah plays it on the offside. Looks like it's going to be a run out. That's all over. Suicide there. Suicide there for Sam Das. Suicide for St. Louis Americans. All wrapped up here. Chicago Tigers show a very professional bowling effort to wrap the season up with a big victory there. They win by 25 runs. St. Louis Americans had a wonderful start to the game and were in control for 80% of it. In the last 15 minutes, they lost their head and lost this game. Chicago Tigers, after winning the toss and electing to bat first, win the game by 25 runs. St. Louis Americans should have wrapped this up, but in the end, Captain Savage leading the Tigers very positively towards their second victory. Thank you for tuning in to the Sunoco 2023 MILC presented to you by Lakshmi, Brand and Afan News. Very soon we'll be here at the presentation ceremony talking to the two captains and the man of the match. Justin, commiserations on the loss. Looked like for 90% of the game we had it. Where did we go wrong?
I think it's difficult to stand here and actually pinpoint something specific. I think, credit to them. They've stayed in the game, and credit to the captaincy of Calvin. They stayed attacking, and no matter what happened, the way we started was very well, but they stayed attacking and they stayed coming at us and they fighted. So, well done to them. Again, a good show for young talent in America. They gave youngsters a chance today and showed that they there's room, and that is what we want again for minor league, for young kids being developed in the US to show their talents, and that's happened to them. And they bowled. He backed the youngsters today, and they showed they can fight back, and they had a good game. So I don't think necessarily there's one specific thing. I think we bowled very well. We fielded decently. I think the batting, obviously, someone needs to take responsibility and bat through the innings, and that didn't happen. So.
Justin, a lot of heart to take from the season and the performance. You specifically mentioned it multiple times in the commentary. Really, the youngsters from the front, not once did you show any frustration. The positives this season is massive. What's your thought process, and what have you collected from this particular season?
Yeah, I think it's obviously difficult with this last result sitting in your mind, and it's going to sit there for a few months till next season. But our youngsters have developed once again, another year for them to get some opportunity and grow and get some confidence. So I think we'll keep on building on that, and hopefully they can grow and get that confidence where they can one day be the stalwarts in the team and put in performances for us to win more cricket games. So we'll build on this. We'll think about the season, reflect on what happened and where we can improve on, and hopefully come back stronger next year.
Plans for off-season?
At the moment, I'll take off a bit. The body's sore, even though it was a shortened season. So we've got 2 weeks off. Then there's some tournaments happening. So I'll try and stay busy with some cricket here and there, and then hopefully not get too cold in the winter. And then early next year look to build again towards minor league and getting on ready.
Great job. We enjoyed all of your presence here and your leadership.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, and again, see you next season.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Right. Thanks.
Yes.
Come on in, Matange. Right, we have Captain Fantastic. That's what we refer to Justin. Today you were Captain Fantastic, Kevin, and we have the man of the match, Matange. Kevin, you went in with a different plan today. You didn't come on to bowl. You were very proactive with your captaincy, kept attacking. What was the thoughts behind that?
It was the last game of the season. We had nothing to lose. I wanted to give guys an opportunity to be in some higher pressure situations. Often I take on those roles for myself, being a senior player, but I wanted to see how our guys could do in that situation, because that's the only way they're going to get better is when I put them in those situations. And they stood up really well today. They kept it nice and simple, and we showed ourselves what we can do when we keep it simple and we play with the correct intensity.
What can we look forward to next season, and what are the things that you got to improve on? Have you talked about it with the team? And you particularly, what are some of the things that you are setting as milestones in the off-season to come back and do better next season?
I think we'll definitely be a lot more proactive this off-season than we were last year. There's going to be a lot more training involved in the winter. I think we've got a long way to go on turf and hybrid cricket. Obviously a lot of our guys are used to Astro cricket, having grown up in Chicago, so we've got a long way to go to learn how to play on these type of wickets. So I think we're going to be a lot more proactive this off-season, learning how to bat on these wickets, and then just getting our skills up to a point where bowling wise we're able to keep it simple. Like we showed today, if you keep it simple on any wicket it can work. So I don't think we need to suddenly find different slower balls and all that kind of stuff. I think we just need to try and find a way to be a lot more consistent with our lines and our lengths, and then we'll be okay. And that's something that we're capable of doing.
Just walk me through the mental aspect to it. You played cricket at the highest level. You talked a couple of times about skill and where there was a little bit of lack of that. What goes on through your mind when you know you can do better, but at the same time the team's not performing, and how do you keep yourself motivated?
Yeah, I'm passionate about this team. It's not difficult because I care a lot about them. Obviously it's been frustrating for all of us, not just for me, the way we've played. And the way we played today, I think we'll all enjoy the bus drive home. But yeah, it is frustrating, but I care a lot about them. It's not just a rock up and I come and play kind of situation. I care a lot about them. I care a lot about the youngsters that we have. I coach them as well. I care about our owners a hell of a lot. They've done so much for me. Getting settled here, it's like they've made my life and my family's life a hell of a lot easier with how accommodating and welcoming they've been. So it's not difficult for me to have a very high level of care for everyone here.
Fantastic. Matange, without much ado, congratulations. A fascinating and a great innings today. What was going through your mind when you started off and you played the first ball? What was the mindset? Would you want to stick around and play the sheet anchor role, or did you think let's take it as we go?
I tried to bat with a clear head today. Yesterday, I think I went too hard at the ball. Today, I just had a clear mindset that I'm going to play the ball. If it's there for me to hit, I'm going to put it away. If it's not, I'm going to rotate, try to get off strike.
You've had a few starts in the tournament, but today you seemed very determined and focused. So did you do anything differently today?
Yeah, I've had some talks with the coaches and the management and everyone, like, you go out, you score 20, you score 30, you look good, but then you got to take it deeper, not just for myself or get scores, but for the team as well. It's not easy to come in and hit at the end. So after talking with the coaches, I had it in my mind that I'm not going to throw it away. If I get a good ball and get out, it's fine, but I'm not going to try to hit a good ball and get out.
One thing I really liked is you primarily have some great shots on the offside, but you did consolidate well to hit a couple of boundaries on the leg side. So what's your all-round game? How has it developed in the last 6 to 12 months?
I've worked hard throughout my life. I started off as like leg side dominant. Now I've worked hard on my offside game. Now my offside game is matching. I've been working hard on those kind of things. There's still some kinks in my batting I gotta fix, but other than that, I'm kind of happy where I'm at.
What was your favorite shot that you played today?
Probably the 6 I hit over cow corner.
Wonderful. We really enjoyed it because in the beginning, when we were taking a look at your innings, we were thinking maybe it was slowing down a little bit. You really made up for it. Did you back yourself towards the end to make up for the difference? Because it's not an easy pitch to get your eye in and to start hitting from ball one. So you paced it brilliantly. Did you have specific targets?
Yeah, no, I was actually under pressure for a bit. I was batting kind of slow, but my partners, whoever were batting, we kept talking to me, ensuring that I could make it up later, kept telling me to back myself, and they helped me a lot when I was batting, and then in the end it worked out.
Matange, what are your long-term aspirations? How far do you want to go and see yourself in the future?
The goal, of course, is to play in MLC.
Fantastic. Congratulations. We were fortunate enough to see some good exhibition of your hitting. Can't wait to see your development. Congratulations and all the very best in the future. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. We are signing off the 2023 MILC Sunoco for this particular year. Chicago Tigers have had a tough tournament, but they sign off to travel back to Chicago on a happy note here, beating the St. Louis Americans by 25 runs. Here we have Matange, and we'll sign off with presenting to him the player of the match. So please bring it on. And Matange, congratulations. Just stand in there. One for the pitcher. Is this your first one?
Yeah.
You're going to rejoice it for a long time?
Yes.
Well done, good. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Again, great thanks to Hassan Bhai and Studio 7 for the presentation. We'll see you next year. Thanks to ACA, thanks to AJI, for everybody for making this such a massive spectacle for everybody. Hundreds of volunteers coming through on a day-to-day basis to set everything up in the last 3 or 4 months here to present to you. Again, we're missing Peter Dry today. Peter and myself would like to thank all the audience, and we'll see you next season again. Stay tuned.
Okay, so he's done. So should I cut the feed or cut the feed? Thank you. I'm not letting him go, right? Okay.
Farnali running into ball. Well, played it away on the leg side. Saw it early. Zakil. Farhan runs into ball. Picks it up. Beautifully hit again. Chicago Tigers need to be in this game. Again, this is pulled on the leg side. A big hit again. Zakil. Again, a short ball. Pulls it away beautifully towards so much. Comes down the track and hoists it away. Oh, another big hit there. This is up in the air. That's up in the air. Taken there. So, aspect of the game. Beautiful shot. Very nicely picked up. And it's volunteers. Hit down the ground there. Oh, beautiful shot. We didn't think accomplished in his age category. Oh, he's gone there. Oh, bit of an outside edge of. That's up in the air. Is it going to be taken? Excellent catch there. Oh, opens it up beautifully there. Places it right between Keeper. That's up in the air. Is this going to be taken? He's gone. Objective number, as you see, it's been flicked on the leg side. That's going to run away to the boundary, but picked up really well. He strikes it beautifully over the top. It looks like it's gone all the way. Beautiful. This is going to run away to the boundary. No catching that. Waited that tad bit second, running into bowl to Justin. That's a short ball. Capitalized in. Again, that's an outside edge, running away towards the third man boundary. That's going to go. Others doing an excellent job. That's up in the air. He's going to be taken. He's gone. Oh, that's been right up in the air. He's going to be taken. He's gone. His body nicks it. And now the Chicago Tigers are